The 7 levels of love. What an interesting concept when I heard that for the first time. And yet, it's something that's living in us, and we all know it. I'll give you some examples. The way you love your mother is so different than you would love your lover, or the way you love your child, or even the way you love your father, or the way you love your dog, or a friend. And it all feels like love, but yet, when I switch it around, you will notice how different the frequencies of each love is. For example, if you love your mother the way you love your lover, something goes really weird. Or the way, if you love your partner the way you love your child, or if you love your lover the way you love your dog, things go really, really strange. So this is when you realize how different each frequency of love is. And yet, the one thing that I really wanted to share with you today is something that really changed my life when that happened to me. It's a new kind of love that I'd never felt before. And it was living in me, but I never encountered that so clearly. And that was when the higher love opened up in me. The higher love, when that happened, it's hard to explain, but it was a feeling of like something very expansive. I felt like I was connected to my soul. And that's also what it really is. The higher love is when the soul love comes down and opens up into your heart. And I think we always look for that love. Maybe we call it unconditional love. And what happened for me, that unconditional love first opened up for myself. I could make mistakes. I could do things that before I didn't like. And yet, I kept loving myself. It didn't mean that I would pay attention to when I did something that wasn't right. I would analyze it. But it never became like, I'm beating myself up. I don't like myself. Not at all. It's like, I just kept loving myself. And that feeling has never gone away again. And when that self-love kept growing in me, it started spilling out to others. That means like with my partner who did something that hurt me in the past, I would somehow feel like, oh, what a person. And now more compassion comes up. Doesn't mean that I don't get hurt, but I don't stop loving them. And I can understand so much better why they're doing it. And yeah, it's so easy to forgive. So that's what's been happening for me. It's been easier to forgive myself. It's been easier to forgive others. And that, let's say, that elated feeling, which is also like a feeling of ecstasy, somehow never goes away. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less, but it's always there with me.